Hello everyone. We will start in a moment. I know I started this stream a bit early, but don't worry, you will all start in a bit, as planned at 8 o'clock Eastern European time. Meanwhile, you can get I don't know, depending where you are, a cup of coffee, a glass of water, and if people are interested in chatting about how your holidays have been, how your Romanian journey has been, I will put also my camera on in a moment. I'm just making some last preps, and I'm here to also engage with the chat. Hello, Andrew. And I'm looking forward for all the other people to join in a moment. Hello, Cav Ames. Good to see you again. How has the last couple of months been? Very good to see that. That's hopefully been all good, and hopefully Romanian has been part of your journey. Otherwise, it's okay. There will be a theme today, so I'm gonna introduce all that in a moment. There'll be a theme as well as a lot of really interesting content. I'll just finish a couple of things and I'll get back to the stream in a moment. I think now you should be able to see me as well. All set up and ready to go. Meanwhile, I suppose, like, before we even get into the nitty-gritty, I will tell you how the month of July has been for me and all the preps for the upcoming stuff. There's been a lot of work that I'm so excited to finally present in this stream. There's been a lot of stuff. I haven't really had a break, even though that in that video a while ago I said we will have a break, but it was just from YouTube and from the higher Patreon tiers. It was a lot of reshuffling, a lot of working around how to make this Romanian Academy work better based on all the input that I've seen, all the preferences I've noticed, trying to tailor everything more closely up to your needs, really, your necessities. I have noticed a lot that people are very interested about videos on this channel, way less they are about live streams. So even though I'm not expecting a huge audience tonight, well, this morning, depending where you are, hello with this occasion to people on all the time zones, I'm not really expecting a lot of people, mainly because it's actually half of the people who watch the videos watch the live streams or prefer to watch the live streams, and that's very interesting, very interesting topic. That's okay, because tonight this is not really a live stream about the Romanian language. It's more of a, you could call it a webinar. I have thought about putting that name in the title, but that's a bit weird, I would say. But yeah, it will be kind of a webinar and also a Q&A. I want to engage with the chat. I want to say hello to everybody. Hi Christy, bună Christy, bună seara, bună dimineața, and hello to everyone else. I know I've started early. For those of you who are just joining, I want to say thank you and hello, and also that we will start properly a bit later. Now I'm just saying hello to everyone, and I was just saying earlier that the live streams are surprisingly not as interesting for you guys as videos are. Well, not for you who are watching this right now live, because obviously that's not the case. You're here, but yeah, it's good to know that the main content digested on this platform, on this channel, is the actual videos, which is at the end of the day why I started this Romanian Academy YouTube channel, and that's the way to go forward. This is exactly what I plan to do, and I'll come back to that properly, maybe not in the first big chapter, but the second, I would call it the second biggest chapter of this stream, which is gonna be a bit later on. Bună seara, Ethan. Good to see some new people around. Well, if you're not new, just let me know. If you've attended before a live stream, or you know what's really interesting recently, I noticed that many people have started, and obviously they cannot keep up because of the weekly and monthly stuff, like work you have to do in your own time. But many people are not updated with all the Romanian Academy content, and that's completely fine as well. I just wanted to say that I'm looking forward for anyone who is interested to comment, to say, give some feedback. And actually, who are you? This might be a good first question. Who or which kind of content are you digesting the most? Is it the grammar videos? Is it the colloquial Romanian, or is it the cultural ones? So that's the first question. Just before everybody gets into place, everyone gets a cup of tea, an iced latte, whatever temperatures you have around. So yeah, that's a good question. What kind of content do you digest the most on this channel? I'll let that hang for a bit. I'm looking for your replies in the comments, in the chat. We don't have comments, we have a chat, right? It's a live stream. So looking forward to hear about that. I will look every now and then to the other screen as well. Meanwhile, I'm almost ready to start, but I'm gonna give maybe 5 more minutes, and yeah, before everybody gets settled. Grammar videos, that's interesting. I think most people are actually interested in the grammar videos because this is, well, that's the main chunk of the videos, right? I guess that's what the most of the audience are looking forward to watch every other week. But what is very interesting to me, at least, is that most views on this channel are actually from the cultural videos. I suppose it just reaches a broader audience, and like the most successful video on this channel is the Romanian accents, which is it's just strange. I mean, I don't know if you know this, but most of the cultural videos on this channel come out of pure random ideas that I try to make them related and connected to the common content that we release. And the cultural videos are random. I mean, more or less random, right? So when I saw, and the more the days pass, then more I see that the Romanian accents video is the most successful one. I'm really wondering what, I mean, it kind of makes sense in a way, because I don't think there is a video on YouTube to this date that covers such a topic. But all in all, I don't know. I mean, I suppose, are you guys interested in Romanian accents from different regions, like specific accents? Is that something that could follow up the Romanian accents video? I don't know. I'm really wondering at this point, because the other ones, like if I go through them, the other ones are all grammar videos that are quite low, not very viewed. Yeah, cultural videos. And the initial ones. The initial videos, the ones from 1 year ago when I started this channel, about the verb conjugations, they are quite well received. Also the pronunciation video. Yeah, the first pronunciation video in the phonetics playlist. Yeah, for me it's really mind-blowing to see how this channel evolved over the last year. I think I had a post a while ago when we celebrated the 1 year birthday, 1 year anniversary of the Romanian Academy. I was talking about how much we learn and how much I learned from this last year, and I would just say I'm not 100% sure, because again, like, Romanian is at least on YouTube is a very weirdly received language. I know that most people are looking for videos that are grammar and like they explain stuff and they are kind of all in one piece. They cover the explanations, they cover the exercises, they cover a bit of everything. I am aware of that. And guess what? I have a surprise for you. I have thought about that, and that's gonna be a big part of the of the second part of this stream. So yeah, finding one place to get everything is something that I'm trying to get with this Romanian Academy. And yeah, one big goal that I have is to finish with the very basic grammar videos. That's something that I'm really looking forward to, and I'm still doing, and I'm really excited to do. So stuff like, verbs, prepositions, pronouns. Oh god, we didn't even start pronouns properly, did we? So that's gonna be a big one. But the base, I want to touch the base. I want to cover all of that and have a fun foundation for this channel, so that after that, when we go to what's the difference between accusative and dative, I can just point, guys, look there, and you can find the whole explanation. I could choose the other approach where we release videos for the views and we tackle the most searched videos out there and the most searched topics, like explaining accusative, explaining dative. But I think doesn't really suit me. I want to make the Romanian Academy a place where you get an explanation for anything you are looking for. And yes, I am aware that will take time, and at the moment everything done on YouTube is pro bono, and I'm completely fine with that. And I'm looking forward to develop that into more. I'm just gonna check the chat very quickly. So grammar, colloquial stuff. Yep, grammar and colloquial stuff. Yeah, cultural. I'm not comfortable about the grammar. I am not very sure what you mean by that. Can you explain a bit further? What do you mean by I'm not comfortable about grammar? Are you not comfortable to watch the videos because they are maybe they have terms and knowledge and stuff that you're not familiar with, or what is that really about? There was such a need for the grammar video. There is very little. Yep. Well, that's it's funny how that together with my frustration of explaining the same stuff over and over again in my classes, they basically gave birth to this channel, Christy. So yeah, it's funny. Regional vocabulary and accents. But do you think, Andrew, is that something above? Is that more important than grammar for you? For example, I'm just giving an example with grammar because people like grammar, but would you be interested in regional vocabulary and accents more than grammar, or not? I can't seem to get a grasp with grammar. I get confused easily. That is completely understandable. Yeah, when I completely get you. I completely get all the people who come on to this channel and they find grammar as explain, and there is a gap. This is the way I see it. There is this huge gap between like where you have learned English or Spanish. I mean, I'm just talking about personal experience, but English or Spanish in school, high school, so on, and you don't have a what do you call it? A linguistics background, right? You don't have a linguistics background, and you grow up speaking on autopilot. And to be quite frank, this is why many people do not stick to this channel, is because there might be so much of this gap happening in their learning because of all the before mentioned reasons that they don't stick with it because they get overwhelmed. I get you. It's fine. I'm trying to really close this gap between what's learned already and what you need to learn to speak Romanian, because unfortunately Romanian without learning grammar is a bit blunt. I think you would be able to speak stuff without knowing what you speak, and what's even more annoying than that, I think, is that there are things in Romanian that completely make no sense even for us. Like, for example, why do you need to change the conjunctive in third person? Why do you need to add a pe mine and pe tine in accusative? Why do verb conjugations have so many irregularities? I don't know. Like, it's not as standardized as English, but I'm not going to talk about the history of languages because that's not really the point. So, yeah, exactly. Like it is not even. I know that they are not really taught well, those grammar rules. So, anyways, it is what it is. All right. Well, I think we're good to start this. Hope everybody is ready, and I'm gonna talk a little bit about what we are going to cover today. And I mentioned earlier, if you weren't here, I'll say it again. So we have a theme today. We have a theme. And that theme is how you can become your Romanian teacher without much effort. Because you can. And probably most of you know that already. It's quite a thing, quite a thing that I was thinking about recently, and I want to empower you, to help you to achieve that self-teaching hat or whatever it is. And the way to do that is, actually I have a little, let's move to the screen. Does this work? There we go. So this is a onion, a red onion. And the reason why I wanted to show you this onion is, I mean, I don't know, like, does anybody know any reference to, any cultural maybe reference to onions? Hopefully this is not too far-fetched and people have been acquainted to such things previously, but yeah, onions. Onions are very important because they show us and they prove us really a point. This one of, I don't know if you can see my cursor. Just a second. Right. There we go. Oh yeah, you can look at that. But why can you not see my onion? What is happening? Oh no, it is fine. It is fine. You can see the onion. Okay. Sorry, I was checking in the wrong place. I was checking on YouTube when I should have checked on my own presentation. So onions are very important for this webinar, live stream, whatever you want to call it. The reason is because the language learning is really like this. If you didn't know, this reference is obviously from Shrek. And the point is that languages are like onions, right? You need to peel quite a lot to get to that end goal. And it can get quite frustrating. And people, like when you look at this onion at the beginning and at the top layers here, you're like, oh, that looks very tough and annoying. And yeah, exactly, layers. It's full of layers. Languages are full of layers. And Romanian, well, I wouldn't say it is more than others, probably more than English, for instance, but there are definitely languages with more layers than Romanian. So the point here that I want to make is that the more you are the more you see this, because like at the beginning you see this onion as it is on the left. You just see it and this is a language and oh, it looks interesting, I can use it. But then when you start using it and you get in deeper, you start crying more and more. And when you get to the center and you cut it fully, you're like, oh, I can finally cut it. But then guess what happens? You actually have to put it probably in a pan and fry it, for instance, or bake it, or whatever you do with onions. And that's the point when it makes you cry. And guess what? This is what languages do too. It gets frustrating. It gets very, very frustrating. So I want in this stream to hopefully help you with this reference of Shrek and understand that, yeah, it's a lot of work that with the right tools. So for instance, I was talking about onions. A knife could be a tool. And with all those tools like learning grammar, learning colloquial Romanian, being able to expose yourself to natives, building on your confidence, trying to schedule a routine, and all these seemingly small things that are not really so small for some and not so big for others. I mean, it's different for anybody, right? Depending on all these things, you really get into it. And the reason I talk about all this is because this language learning journey could be much easier if we knew how to ogre joking, to learn a language, right? So this is not something that comes naturally for many. It is something that can be quite annoying, and it takes a lot of time. But the only way to do it is by doing it. And yes, I know I'm saying something that for many is like, oh my god, like you're saying the obvious, and it's so easy to say and harder to do. Well, it really depends on your motivation. If you really want to do it, then you'll find ways to do it. And this is all these little things that I have covered so far in this silly, stupid analogy with the ogres and the languages and the onions are actually things that I'm going to cover in this course coming up. Because tools like knowing how to read, knowing how to listen, knowing how to speak, knowing how to work with vocabulary and so on are tools. Then working on motivation, right? Closing in this gap between this is where I am right now with my language learning. It's in complete shambles, and I have never done it. And English or Spanish or Chinese or French or Dutch or whatever it has been so easy for me until now, but then I have to learn this new skill. And I know something, and I have been more and more aware of it recently, that people really don't like to, not really necessarily to mistake, but how do I put this? People don't like to seem like a fool, right? When they speak, and they speak wrong. And why is that? Well, in my opinion, this is again my personal opinion. This is many broken societal problems, but that's a bit too far. Anyways, the point here is that you have all the tools that you need out there. They exist. If you want to go and Google and research how to do it properly, then it's completely fine. If you want to choose to continue following the Romanian Academy and this presentation, this beautiful presentation, then I would really suggest to, because this is really what we're gonna cover in this first course. And therefore, I want to say welcome to the Romanian Academy 2.0. Woo! Exciting! This is what the Romanian Academy will become from now. It will be a place where you will hopefully get all the tools, the information, the motivation, the culturally appropriate contexts, really, context and background for you to help learning Romanian. Yeah. So yeah, welcome to the Romanian Academy 2.0. There are in total, I want to go a little bit through what we're going to cover, and what we're going to cover is this, is first the course. We're going to talk a bit about the course, and we're going to present it, and we're going to have some really nice videos for you. Not only me talking to this stupid presentation, but also some really cool videos. And then we're gonna go through the refurbishment, the reconstruction, the rebuilding of the Romanian Academy from top to bottom, from bottom to top, however you want to call it. And then we're gonna go through all the means that we're gonna do it. So things like YouTube and Patreon and Discord and so on. So first, okay, now I'm gonna need a lot of skills, technical skills, to be able to present this. But first things first, the course. And the course will not be possible without this motto, is Romanian for everybody. This is what the Romanian Academy should become, is language for everybody. I speak about that previously, and I will speak about it again. Let's move to it. This is the thumbnail. I think it's called. The cover, I don't know how you call it on Udemy. This is the the thumbnail for the Romanian Academy first course, the one that will come on Udemy very soon. And it shows here that you can be your own language teacher with a bit of help from the Romanian Academy and with a bit of help from CEFR, which is the overarching really cool framework that it's the European framework. There is a American one actually, and I'm talking about that in the course itself, so make sure you check it out. Now, to present a little bit of the course, because I'm not here to talk about the course, I'm actually here to show you stuff, because we have stuff and it's ready, and to do that I am going to need to change the screen. I really hope I'm doing the right thing now. There we go. So this is the Romanian Academy Foundations for Learning Romanian. Become your own teacher. This is what this first course is going to be about. Please ignore this price. Unless you're in Romania, this really varies depending on the country. So this comes with a huge caveat. I would not trust this. The prices vary a bit more than I can even be able to calculate. So Foundations for Learning Romanian, Become Your Own Teacher. So as I said in the Onion intro, is going to be all the stuff that you need to study Romanian alone. It has a lot of stuff that I'm going to talk about in a second, but first and foremost, let me see if I can play the intro video. Okay, give me one moment. Okay, I need to put some sound. Hello. Yeah, it does work. Perfect. Okay, so I'm gonna share the screen and let's watch this together. Hello, dear Romanian enthusiasts. Welcome to the only course you need to help you with your Romanian learning journey. Whether you're a beginner and you feel overwhelmed, or you have tried and failed, or maybe you are already an advanced user of Romanian and you want to speak like a native, then you are in the right place. I have created a system that works for everyone, so no matter your level or struggles. Hi, I'm Stefan. I'm a computer scientist turned journalist and filmmaker turned language tutor. My love for languages, and specifically for my mother tongue Romanian, have made me put all these skills together and create the Romanian Academy. Since the pandemic hit, I have taught hundreds of students from all around the world, making sure they learn the right skills and apply them in the real world. My alumni now have a functional, happy life where they speak Romanian and have deep conversations with their in-laws. They make jokes with their workmates, and most importantly, they are their own Romanian teachers. I have been and still am in your shoes, learning languages like English, German, Norwegian, Spanish, French, and even Romanian since I was born, really. I have been taught by apps, language platforms, YouTube videos, tutors, you name it. I know the challenges from feeling judged when you open your mouth and speak to tackling really difficult grammar topics. But I've also discovered what works. This course is designed from my experience and my students to become our language teachers and not feel like imposters anymore. So how are you going to decide? How do you know what to choose, or better, what not to choose in your own journey? I have wondered the same thing for Spanish over and over again, and I came to the conclusion that the best thing is to have everything in one place. And for Romanian, now you have the Romanian Academy. We will hand you off the right tools and systems you need to learn Romanian and apply those tools and systems into real life. So think about it. You want to learn Romanian, but there are so many outdated books out there. Others that don't even have audio files. Romanian professors that have taught back in Ceausescu's days and, quite frankly, forgot to adapt to the third millennia. Young teachers and tutors that have graduated from the same old dinosaurs. Apps that teach only one skill, such as word memorization, or that have no explanation whatsoever of why a word changes its endings. And this is what we don't do here at the Romanian Academy. We use our system, one that you will learn during this course, and we keep it updated to the latest research and the latest students' preferences. So all this research and preferences will be seen through the different pathways in this course and also in the next Romanian Academy courses. You will learn how to define your motivation and goals, how to understand the bigger picture of language learning, how to follow the guide of any Romanian learning Romanian, how to use the right tools for your journey, how to navigate the language learning environment, and how to evaluate your progress. This course covers the essentials and is a mix of big picture theory and practical application. For the practical part, you'll meet Alex, representing the different learners' profiles, making the content relatable and applicable to different scenarios. Alex uses all the patterns and preferences that I have learned from the hundreds of students I tutored, and is someone that you will see you have a lot of things in common with. In this course, you will get 20 plus HD videos. The course map available as a poster for an immersive learning experience. Learning PDFs with visual guides and tables. You will have a task each chapter that will help you clear more and more the confusion about learning Romanian. And you'll get a lot of community support if you join the Romanian Academy Discord server for motivation and collaboration. There you can find language learners just like you chatting every day, asking questions and posting different learning materials. Who knows, maybe you can find even a speaking buddy that can keep you accountable. You will struggle, you will make mistakes, you will see that Romanian is quite special and needs a lot of attention, but it is also extremely fun to learn a language, and Romanian above all. You will find me and the others to help you in the community. You will see that you will learn a lot of new skills and a new culture, and with all of us being your support group. The course will be updated regularly with new content, new learning materials, new visuals and new graphic designs. I am so excited to begin this journey with you, and if things are still a bit unclear of what this course will cover, that's exactly what I'm going to talk about in the next video. See you there.
Right. Before we go to other videos, because I do have in plan to show you a couple more, I would like to raise the question of what I mean. Yeah, okay, I know that is just an introduction video and probably doesn't talk much about what you're actually gonna see in it, but what do you think about it? To help you get an idea of that, I'm gonna show you the outline. So this is what is going to be covered in this course. There's a introduction part with all the basics, so like the outline, the map, introducing Alex, and more stuff about the Romanian Academy. There's stuff about the motivation itself, where I present how motivation is important for language learning and how Alex is going to tackle it. The big picture about language learning, so mostly stuff about the CFR, from here, and how that is important for you, like a bit of awareness. And this is all it is. This is just a bit of awareness of the CFR framework and how it involves language learning and how it will affect really you as well. And again, with Alex's examples. Then the guide, which is how to be a Romanian kid learning Romanian. It's quite interesting, isn't it? That, yeah, I do talk about that, and how Romanian is taught in school in Romania, and how different people, so different Alexes, will tackle that. The tools that you need to touch on language learning, again, based on the CFR. This is stuff like mediation, listening, production, and so on. So not just the mainstream listening, speaking, reading, and writing, but there's more. The environment, so how that affects you and how that will, help you understand a language better, how you should really get the idea of how information comes in and comes out, through your ears, for example, and out through your mouth. The evaluation, so ways to evaluate your language learning skills. That's a lot of them, many that are probably not straightforward for some. Then the contract, which is this is my way to keep you accountable, right? This is a bit of an extra. I think this is a bit of SMART goals, which I think everybody knows about, and then some contract that I put in place so that you are able to take all this information from that discussed recently, right? Take it and put it together for your own needs, so that you actually took something from it and you're able to create a goal. Where your path goes, where it leads to. So this is how that is done, and also examples from Alex, and also where to go from here. And this has some really cool bonuses, really exciting bonuses, as well as the introduction. I'm going to talk about the map itself in a second, but here at the end you will have a guide on how to start, like little checkpoints if you want from a game, of how to start with the language journey, for now only if you're A1, so or A0, right? So you'll get the stuff that you should be able to do when you start learning Romanian, basically, but like with proper examples. So for example, you need to be able to say vreau să merg la baie, I don't know, in A1, and people should understand you. I don't know, that's a very basic example. Or read a message, read a very basic message, like a very formal one sent to you on Facebook by a group, for example, like you should attend this meeting at this time, So stuff like that are explained very thoroughly in this last chapter. You don't need too much, really. You just need to open PDFs. That's the biggest concern. And obviously curiosity. But if you're watching this, probably you're curious already. So yeah, Adobe Reader, Acrobat Reader. I cannot talk. Sorry. So then you get this proper description, which is very similar to what you get on the website. I will get into the website and how that is important for the course itself, because the RomanianAcademy.com will become increasingly more important from now on, and without it you might lose money, really, because we do get discounts on the RomanianAcademy.com. What else? It has only 3.5 hours. Yes, it is a mini course in my opinion. This is just the beginning. Yeah, this is just the beginning. So depending on how this goes, the feedback that I get, and hopefully with a lot of your input, I will be able to create this first proper course, which is going to be on A1. Now, if you have been on the RomanianAcademy.com, you know that the way I will structure these A1, A2, A5 courses is going to be through those paths, like business, in-laws, and travel. So I'm going to make it specific to the path that you want to take, but also I will have some basics. So like here in the levels, want to learn Romanian in a structured way, blah, 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 blah. Do you want to be exhaustive and touch on everything out there, including all of this? So this is where, for example, imagine like a backbone. There will be stuff like, oh, what grammar do you need to learn? Oh, what reading do you need to read? What kind of speaking you should be able to carry out in order to be that level? So this is the general view, and this is that path with its own courses. And then you have the specific ones that will be probably after this is done. So how to take this and apply it to business, how to apply it to in-laws, how to apply it to travel. So in my opinion, it's a very logical approach, and it should help you get what you need. And coming back here, there is also, this course is actually packed. I swear to God, like the amount of time I spent on the resources is arguably longer than the amount of time I spent recording. And I spent a month recording this, and I spent probably 3 months doing the resources. No exaggeration, swear to God. So these resources are the bread and butter of this course. Yes, the videos are important, but without the resources, I don't think you'll get a full, like if you don't use them and fill them, you will not really get the full out of it. Just 1 second to go to the chat. Thank you, Christy. That's very nice. Yeah, I think it's not really as thorough as I wanted it to, but I wanted to keep it short. I do expect at some point there will be a longer version of this. So this is like the short version, the summary kind of, and there will be like an extensive version of this. But honestly, at this point, I could call this again a mini course. So that's this. There will be tons of discounts also, guys. So bear that in mind. Many surprises. So let's go to what you will actually get in here, right? Like I did present a bit of it, but let's get into the real stuff. So this is a video. This is the outline, and you will get access to this on the Udemy when it launches. On the Udemy when it launches, and I think you can see it properly now. Yeah, it goes. And this is what it's going to cover. Let's talk about how this course is going to look like for you. Each section has some actionable steps, such as finding, thinking, and planning your language learning, as well as further research you can do if the topic really interests you. And everything we use in this course is a factor, something that will influence significantly your journey. Systems and tools that you will learn how to identify, master, and use in the real world. They are what people use to learn and teach languages in general, and Romanian in particular. So, let's look at the course outline. This first chapter is an introduction, basic things that make you familiar with what is going to come next, and some bonuses you get with this course. We start off with talking about this beautiful design that explains the system. A map inspired from the cartoon Adventure Time. A map that shows you in detail how my system for learning a language works. One that will remind you over and over and over again how learning Romanian is a complex task, but one that can be done if the right steps are followed and you don't forget about having fun. Talking about fun, you will not be alone in this journey. We also introduce Alex to you. Alex is a Romanian learner that wants to get to a certain level, like having deep chats, making jokes, or casually traveling through Romania. We will also introduce Alex's background and needs and see how these might influence their path. Finally, in this chapter, you will see how much more there is in the Romanian Academy outside of this course. Then we move to the first serious chapter. Serious because from this one until the end, all have a similar structure, in the sense that they will combine one or more lessons on explaining a system. In this instance, how motivation works, to then give you further resources, such as to learn more about what can make you demotivated and how to improve motivation. Moving on to see in practice how Alex will apply this theory in the real world, for their specific background and needs. To conclude this chapter, you will receive a PDF file that you need to complete as a wrap-up, to see what you understood and what you can apply to your own life and circumstances. In this instance, you will write on paper, black on white, things like what your motivation to learn Romanian is, what you may struggle with, and what you can do to fix it. In the next chapter, we cover the big picture of language learning, according to the European Commission's language framework, to see what all these levels like A1, A2, B1, B2, C1 and C2 mean, if there is a level A0 or it's a myth, and how we can use the language skills such as reading, writing, speaking and listening for each level, so you can see roughly where to aim. This is exactly what Alex will define too, where they should be and how long it may take to get there, which is also something you will do at the end of the chapter. I said earlier roughly where to aim, because in the following chapter, the guide, you will see how the big picture will apply to Romanian learning specifically. For that, we will imagine we are a school kid that goes through the education system in Romania and see what they are able to do when they come out of the school. Trust me, there are big surprises here. Surprises that should take away some pressure. So, after seeing what class Alex wants to graduate in Romanian, you will do that too in the attached PDF. In the next chapter, and maybe the most technical one, we go even deeper into each language skill such as listening, reading and the such. You may even learn some new skills you've never heard before they exist, like for instance mediation. You will learn the tools you need for each skill, and more importantly, as Alex will do, you will pick the right tools depending on your situation, because why would you learn how to write an essay if you want to talk to your parents-in-law? Then we will get to more practical topics. We will talk about the environment, arguably my favorite topic in this course, simply because it describes so well what happens in the real world, how you take information in and how you deliver it, how languages are processed by our brains, and how Romanian might be more connected to English than you might have thought. After seeing how the environment may be a positive influence depending on if Alex lives or not in Romania, you will have to decide if you will let your environment be your best friend or enemy. Getting close to the end, we will need to decide on maybe the most underrated area of language learning: evaluation. Why underrated? Because to become eventually your own Romanian teacher, you will need to see when to evaluate your skills, what are the best ways to do it, and what are the pros and cons for each. So, for example, if Alex needs to learn Romanian in the next 3 months for his business trip, he might choose different ways of evaluation than if he hadn't had a deadline. This is something you will also decide upon the end of this chapter. To end up in the best possible way, you will be signing a contract. A contract based on the smart goals you have decided to set for your Romanian learning journey. One that you should be updating regularly. And nevertheless, one that you should share in the community to get feedback and make your Romanian journey official. All the exercises are definitely optional, and you might be a person that if you see the theory, you will be able to apply it to your life straight away. There are also people who need to be kept more accountable, or those that need to hold a physical copy of their Romanian goals in a folder or on the wall. Whatever your learning style is, whatever your language background is, whatever your goals with Romanian are, this course should be exactly like a pair of sunglasses. It should help you navigate easier through the constant distraction and overstimulation that comes from every corner along the way. At the end, I'm going to give you a list of my favorite resources for learning Romanian so that you are all set up and ready to go. By the end of this course, you will be able to know exactly what you need to do if you want to speak Romanian. To your friends, family, workmates, Romanians on the street, or people who work in the public sector. You're going to learn the skills and tools that are used by professionals who teach a language for a living or by those who learn Romanian with passion. You will not struggle to find your motivation again, and you will be able to draw your own pathway. Because, let's face it, one size does not fit all. We are uniquely different in the way we learn a language. You will be set for success on the long run. I also want to make this course interactive, and in the regular updates I want to add your stories and applications of these tools. I will also have Q&A videos based on the most popular questions or topics. So we've got a lot to cover, but it's going to be a lot of fun. So let's jump right in and get started. Welcome back. Oh no, shut up. There you go. So yeah, that's what's in this course. This is not learning Romanian. Just want to put it out there. It's learning how to learn Romanian. And I want to make that clear for anybody who might not know. However, it does include, as I said, plenty of really cool resources that should be helping you to kickstart your journey. And by that I meant obviously, like I said in the previous video, I talked about the very briefly, but I did talk about the resources, the Romanian resources that well, by Romanian resources I mean all the platforms, apps, books, reading materials, all those things. You have a PDF just for that. And also you have this stuff that I told you at the end, where to go from here. You have like a checkpoint list, what you will need to achieve when you're A1. That's for A1, because that's where we are right now. We're at the beginning of a really long journey that I'm really excited about, and I'm super happy to share with you, people on the stream and those who are watching after the stream will be over. So I think what I had prepared for this in terms of videos is kind of over, but there are some other things that are not videos that I will go through right now about this course. So I did talk about the map, this thingy here that you will not really get a hand on, and you will only get it if you purchase the course. I will present you something about this cool map in a second. There you go. But what you should know is that, okay, let me give you a little story about this map. So I have this really cool friend. She is really great at graphic design. And one day in Piatra Neamț, in good old Piatra Neamț, I was like, what if this course will become, or like, you know, just the whole stuff told on Romanian Academy will become more than just theory, boring, very boring theory. And I was like, how do I make that more interesting? And I was like, you know, like nobody, if I would like to visualize it, right? Because the visual is the probably the most important perception skill of a human, more than listening or touching and so on. If you get that through visual, through sight, you might get really far. Like you might get that message across. So what I did was I asked her, so would you be able to put everything that I have on my mind into a drawing? And I already had like a little draft of it, a little sketch. I don't even know if I still have it, to be honest. I might have left it with her. It's like a really, really ugly pencil drawn sketch of a map that I drew for this course. I don't know if I have it. But these, oh, by the way, these are some of the materials that I used to create this course. This is the outline. This is a more in-depth outline. This is actually the this is the environment PDF that you'll get in the course, but very, very rough. But more important than that, there was this map design that, as I said, I gave to my friend, and she helped. Is it this one? Could it be this one? Yes. Oh my god. I really would like you to see this. Wait, give me a second. Can I show you this? Is it okay? Wait, let me make this bigger. Hello. So this is the mini course for learning any language. Well, this is not very valid anymore. So this was my initial map of, well, by the way, if you don't understand what I'm talking about, this is like how to learn a language if drawn on a paper, right? And this is what I came with at that point, right? Bear that in mind. Maybe if you watch this, or even if you watch it live, it's completely fine. You can go back in time. So this is the drawing, and it took us 2 weeks to go through this. And let me put this as it was. And after 2 weeks, we agreed on stuff. And a month and a half later or something like this, she was able, by the way, she was going through a completely new job in a different country, moving in with her boyfriend and a lot of other crazy stuff like that, the time consuming and whatnot, to come with this. So yeah, this is insane, in my opinion. And I do explain it. This, by the way, this is a very low quality, low resolution, blah blah blah. Yes, but it is the final version in a nutshell. And this is what she was able to do. And I do explain this in the course. And this is really going to be the framework that we will build everything from now on in the Romanian Academy. This is the system that, who knows, maybe one day in a far, far away future, I will make a PhD out of it. But this is the way I see language learning, and it's been inspired by the Adventure Time. Yes, that is, I don't know if you noticed any kind of hints from there. But yeah, it has been inspired from the Adventure Time, the cartoon. And a lot of personal inspiration and a bit of, obviously, her input as well, because that was crucial. It's quite beautiful, right? And what I think this does is puts together all the mess in my head into one painting. So the way this is gonna work, to make it clear, the way this is gonna work for you is this. You get this free preview now, obviously. You get then an explanation in the course with this free preview attached. Like you can download this when you get the course. And then to support her lovely work, because I think she really deserves it, if you want a full resolution PDF with this, that's actually, if you can imagine, this thingy is like 20 megabytes. I honestly couldn't believe it when I saw. I thought she's sending me a virus, but no, it was this on full resolution. So if you want this full resolution, you will be able to purchase it, I think, for $10 or something like this on Patreon, and all the money will go to her, of course. Later on, I think what will also happen, we will be able, depending on how this goes, obviously I don't want to promise anything, but depending on how this goes, I plan to create with her help, I mean, probably I will create them, some posters that you can literally put in your room like this. But this it's a lot of ifs here. It really depends how this goes, how the feedback and so on, how many people buy it, blah 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 blah. So this should be available at some point for like a physical copy. And if that goes well, I am considering getting her services full-time, maybe, who knows. But it all really depends on how you appreciate this effort. And I am thinking, instead of, for example, look, I'm going to give you an example. In motivation or in the environment, okay, I'm going to give you a little sneak peek, okay? So here in the environment, do you...
Hello!
Shut up. Here in the environment, I have made a visual representation of how I see the environment influencing your language learning journey. However, this stuff here is slightly basic. Slightly basic, right? So this will hopefully be upgraded with all the positive feedback in the world, hopefully, to something closer to this. So that's the plan. If things go well, all those resources that I created for this video, and they are crap in my opinion. I shouldn't have said that on a live stream. They are great, guys. Those resources, they are amazing. What I meant by crap is that I used my very basic graphic design skills to create this, as you can see. I'm not going to show you all of it because that wasn't the point of this stream, but just so you know, you might get this upgraded into something closer like this if everything goes well. So yeah, that's this, and that's the map, and you can get actually all the information, because this is probably where I wanted to get to. You can get all the information before the launch. Yeah, so before the official launch, which is going to be soon, on the RomanianAcademy.com. Bam, bam, bam. So if you head to the RomanianAcademy.com, and I really, really encourage you to do it, click in the, how do you call it, the search tab, RomanianAcademy.com. You go to the website, and you go here in the How to Learn Romanian box, and you click on it. Here you get all the information you need for this course even before we release it. So if you can decide if it's cool for you or not. It has all the information you need. It's updated, by the way. It is updated. There were some obsolete things that are not actually up to date anymore. And you get all the news about this course here. And what you also get, if you scroll all the way to the bottom, and this is very important, guys. So everyone who watches this, if you want, and if you want to get really, I mean, I'm going to make this easy for you. If you want to get a discount, a really juicy discount, put your name and your email here. And you will get all the information about when the course is released. Something that I'm not going to say on YouTube or on Patreon. I'm going to tell you like when it is released. Oh, guys, there you go. This is the link. Go buy it. No. Here, if you actually go and fill in this with the first name and your email, it's going to go into the mailing list. The mailing list is going to be very, very to the point. I'm not going to spam anybody because I again, careful with words. I don't want to spam anybody because I hate mailing lists. But what you get through this is actually important value. You will get, I don't want to say yet how much you get discounts, but you will find out very soon that it's going to be big. So everybody who signs up to the mailing list will get, and some of you have already done it because I know, and I see whoever joins, and thank you for the few people that joined even before this stream. But yeah, people who go to this and sign up to the waiting list, you will get a juicy discount, and also updates on the future streams, and also updates, like only big updates in the Romanian Academy. Promise. And that is, I suppose, everything about this Foundations for Learning Romanian. Become your own teacher. So, what are we going to do now? Now that's all over, we can go back to the very pretty presentation back here. And we're going to come back and talk about the strategy from now on. But before we do that, I don't know, do you have any thoughts? Okay, it's great and all, but I don't know. Is, for example, a discount something that can help you? Is the course useful in any ways? I mean, I suppose people who are watching this, I mean, I roughly know that some of you are not really beginners. Do you find this kind of course useful or not? Is it something that you need in your life? In your life, is it something that you need or not? Or if you have any other comments about the course that I just presented, all the stuff that I just showed, please let me know. That would really be helpful. I will create a feedback form that I'm gonna probably mail you if you join the waiting list. But guys, please let me know about the course. That will really be super helpful. Well, at least what you've seen, right? There will be more and more in the next period or so. There will be many news on the YouTube channel, on the mailing list, on the RomanianAcademy.com. I just sighed because I just thought about the idea of having a social media platform like Instagram. And God, I don't know. I want to ask everybody in the whole world who's watching this, now or offline, do you care about a Romanian Academy social media platform? Instagram account, that's what I mean. Is that something you would follow? Is Instagram something for you? Because honestly, that will be a lot of effort and pain in the bottom half of my body to do. But with if people are interested, please let me know. I would be happy to try. I have tried TikTok, guys. I have tried TikTok, but yeah, I might need to get back to that. I mean, it was a pause, right? So yeah. Instagram. Okay, people seem to be interested in some Instagram. But I want to know, like, I literally, every one of you who's watching this, I really want to know if you're interested in Instagram. It's official. Like, I've been postponing it for ages and ages, and I have tried. I genuinely have tried. I have thought, how can I make Instagram something I can enjoy? And so far, it hasn't been so good. I have tried to make an Instagram. Okay, guys, if you want to see something hilarious, if you want to see something proper hilarious, wait, actually, let me see first if I am logged in. Just 1 second. Perfect. So, for those of you who are not aware of it, me and a friend during the pandemic have created a podcast. And the podcast name is Age of Humans. And on The Age of Humans, The Age of Humans was released on Spotify. It's a great podcast. I really highly recommend you to join and listen. Join. Well, you cannot join. Just follow if you wanted, but listen the episodes on Spotify or on YouTube as well, or on any other platform that you listen to podcasts. So this is the Age of... Well, actually, before I show you the Age of Humans social media, I want to say... So the social media of Age of Humans was supposed to be a blast. Everybody was like, the podcast episodes are very long. How can we make this more attractive? Oh, let's open a social media account. Oh, let's open an Instagram account. And we opened a social media account, and my friend back then, he was climbing the beautiful corporate ladder, and he was quite busy. And he also didn't like social media. And I was like, you know what? Like, I have time. Let me do it. So I was in uni. Yeah. And I was like, yeah, okay, let me do it. Maybe, what can go so bad putting some pictures around and editing stuff. And also I discovered Canva, which proved to be something really worth having. And that's how this horrendous thing was created. So this is the Age of Humans Instagram account. Me trying to play around with the content, release stuff that is relevant to people, play every now and then some sounds, having a horrible haircut back in Cardiff. Oh my god, I missed that street. Time for the big announcement has come. This is so cringy, sorry. And the Cardiff Castle, Anthony Liudas in his office. I remember this interview was very cool. Oh god, me reporting from the streets of Cardiff. Anyways, this was the Age of Humans social media with a grand total of 81 followers. Oh my god. 103 posts. Last post in 2 years ago. Wow. I thought it would have been more. Anyways. So this is me trying to social media, guys, basically. This is the proof of me trying to social media. So yeah, I cannot do it on my own. I need people to help me with it, and to do that, I need to see that there is actually interest. So please tell me if you're interested. If the Instagram account is still active, I don't know what you mean by active, but we haven't posted, as you have seen, in 2.5 years, probably. Yeah, Instagram. Yeah, Instagram. Okay, I made two, but I think there's likely a lot I can get. Okay. Thank you. Okay, but yeah, in terms of activity, it's true. There hasn't been much activity, but this. Okay. This has been active for about a year and 2 months. So the amount of time the Age of Humans Instagram account was active was for 1 year and 2 months. And in 1 year and 2 months, 14 months in total, it got 81 followers. Mostly of, should I say it out loud? Friends, yes. Mostly friends. What am I joking? Only friends. Jesus Christ. Anyways, so coming back to the important stuff. Okay, so now I'm gonna touch about the content that we will release for, well, everything else than Udemy, right? I might put the course on Skillshare as well. I don't know yet, but I think Udemy is the place for now. So, do we have everything ready? We are on the screen with the course. So, next part of this stream goes to the content and how the content of the Romanian Academy will develop from now on. By the way, don't forget to put your email in the waiting list on the romanianacademy.com / I don't know how it's called. I'm sorry. Go there. I showed you earlier how to learn Romanian, something like that. Right. So let's move to the next slide. Boom. That's it. There you go. So this, guys, is the way everything is going to work from now on. And what this means is this. We have YouTube, we have Patreon, and we have Discord. And it's gonna be on a pyramid, right? Depending on how interested you are in learning this language. It's not gonna be weekly anymore, right? So the videos on YouTube are gonna be at the bottom of the pyramid. You still get them. You still get the videos. I will talk about them in a second properly. Then you're gonna get free stuff. Mostly, not only, but mostly on Patreon if you're a free member. And then you'll get many other things. I put this very boring and old image of the crash course, but there are many other things on Patreon. They're gonna come up, but basically it's gonna be a pyramid. It's gonna be YouTube, then free Patreon, and then paid Patreon. And also free here is also Discord. Well, it's not really here at the bottom. It's here because Discord is only available now through the free tier Patreon. So if you're at least a free patron, well, it's not really a free patron. If you're a free member on Patreon, you can get Discord and you can get some stuff. Now, what exactly is going to come in the Romanian Academy from now on? I'm going to start with YouTube. And this is the YouTube channel, youtube.com at Romanian Academy, at the Romanian Academy, / blah, blah, blah. So, what's going to happen from now on? The content is going to stay on the, how can I say this? On the themes are going to stay the same. Grammar, colloquial, culture, as it has been so far, right? Nothing's going to change there. Then we're gonna have better quality for your needs. So as I said at the beginning of the stream, I have spent quite a few days watching the preferences, going through the people that come back, the retention rates, and all those shenanigans that are around YouTube. And I kind of have noticed what kind of stuff you like. I am aware that most of you like to have not just the explanation of the grammar, but also a way to practice it. This is something that has been recurrent for a while, but I didn't really know how to put it into practice. Then, in terms of colloquial, also there has been a lack of practice with it. Yes, I have been giving you some phrases, but it's different than when you work with someone, for example, or when you have the time to work on an exercise sheet, for example, after the video. And when you talk about culture, well, with culture, I just you know, culture is just a bit random. As I said already, culture is a bit just, I want to keep it relevant for Romanian. Other than that, I just want to have fun and give you an experience for practicing listening, right? In a real context. One thing that I would like to know here actually is culture too difficult? Like, are the cultural videos that I speak in Romanian too difficult to understand, even with the subtitles? That's something that I have been wondering for a while. And also, it's going to be random dates. It's not going to be every Thursday as it has been so far. It's going to be relevant dates for you. So, like, when you are, like, based on what YouTube says, when you are available, but it's going to be quite random. So, that's YouTube. It's going to be pretty much like now, but better. Yeah. It's not going to be the quantities, but it's going to, like, every week, it's going to be more focused on the quality. Having said that, we will move. Well, one thing before we move on, which I think is very important. Before we move on, all these three will get. Well, actually, not all three. Sorry, the first two. The first two will get a follow up. First two will get a follow up in the other types of media. So, for example, if this is the YouTube video on grammar and the YouTube video on colloquial Romanian, you will go to some stuff here. We will get the material here. You'll get some more material here. Something like that. That's the way it will work. It's gonna be focused less on blah 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 and more on to the point. It's gonna be more concise. And I guess let's go to the really exciting part, which is the restructuring of Patreon. So this is the reason why I'm so excited about Patreon, is because I think this suits better what you want and need. But please tell me if not. So look. This idea of Patreon will be modified in terms of content. So everything that's under this line, yeah, in terms of content is gonna be changed from August. But in terms of prices, it's actually, based on what I know from Patreon, gonna be changed from September. So in case you don't like stuff, you can opt out, completely fine. Feel free to do it. Now, let's go through this and make sure we understand what this is all about. So, the first two tiers, well, there is the YouTube tier, which is just grammar, colloquial, cultural videos. Yeah, is this tier. Then you get stuff on the free tier. Now, how this is gonna work is this. For the grammar and colloquial, sorry. From the grammar and colloquial videos, you will also get this. You'll get videos. For every video, you'll get materials, free materials, which are summaries. And you'll also get some calls on the community. This means Discord calls, random calls. Whenever you feel like it, you can join. I thought of introducing this because I want to stay closer to you guys who are actually interested in building a community. So this is why I wanted to build this. Also for, I don't know if this is something of interest for you, but I also will, since I'm in Bucharest, I was thinking of creating like a meetup session for people who want to speak Romanian live in Bucharest, starting probably this month. So, well, I don't know if you're interested, but I'm just going to put that out there. It's relevant in a way to the community calls. You get this online and you'll get an option offline as well. And then you get the Discord channel and the community posts on Discord as well. So this is the free tier. And this is what's extra. The plus is extra. In Ajutăreț, in the helper, this is a tier just to thank me. Really, nothing else. If you want to say thank you, if you want to appreciate, this is what this tier is for. Nothing will change. And then we have prietenaș, or pretenaș, as people call it in Romanian. So, now, we have said that grammar and colloquial Romanian will get the attention of a video material, like the summary of what was in the class, in the free tier. You'll get a PDF to summarize everything from the video, so you don't have to go through the video again and watch everything. Now, how is that gonna be displayed, and how is that gonna work in this pyramidal, I don't know how to pronounce that, in this pyramid structure? Well, what's gonna happen is this. You get the video materials for free, and then you'll get extra exercises. And by extra exercises, a little touch you had, a little taster you had, was in the latest. Let me actually go and show you what I mean, because I have tested this already and it has been there already. So if you go to the Romanian Academy and if you have watched the latest 3 episodes on grammar, which are these 3, the Master Romanian masculine plurals, feminine plurals, neuter plurals. If you go here, is the same. You get the video content. Then you'll get this free PDF that is going to be in the free tier on Patreon, and you will also get a exercises sheet in the Patreon under pretenaș. Yeah. So coming back here, you'll get that exercises sheet in here. I want pretenaș to be a place where people can, like, it's gonna be, it's gonna be, as I said, increasing depending on how interested you are and how much time really you have. Here under pretenaș, you'll get to practice Romanian. You'll get to, as you have been so far, vote on the cultural videos based on my ideas. And also, what you will get, you'll get the boss, what it has been so far, you'll get the boss level Q&A live streams. I decided to downgrade this to make it more available. I wanted to make people's voice more vocal. I am not yet entirely sure if this is going to be on YouTube or it is going to be on Discord, but it's either going to be a live stream or a call on Discord. So the boss level Q&A, as you can see here, has been downgraded to pretenaș, and this is going to be covered under this level. And also you'll get grammar exercises. Now, what's going to change for boss level? Everything that has been, obviously for every tier you get everything from the left plus something else. For boss level, you will get the learning materials. This is like, if so far has been like everything that's to do with the grammar video, then you'll also get from boss onward more. You'll get colloquial exercises. So you'll get the colloquial exercises, not just the grammar one. You'll get to be able to speak more like a Romanian. If so far you speak like the robot, now you can speak like a Romanian. And you also get learning materials. And the focus here on learning materials that I did upgrade, I did move from pretenaș to boss. Not did, but will from August. Every learning material will move from here to here. And under the learning materials, so far it's been listening materials, reading materials, grammar and vocabulary. And I'm going to focus on, as I said, on better quality learning materials that are going to show you more kind of spoken Romanian. So they are going to be in tandem, the learning materials and the colloquial exercises. They're going to touch each other and go hand in hand to help you become a better spoken Romanian speaker, I guess. I don't know how to call that. So that's that under boss level. From here onward, there are some price changes as well. So the învățăcel level, unfortunately for me and for you, it was completely redundant. The învățăcel level was never actually touched. So what I decided to do is I decided to, okay, why don't I include more content and just make it more important for people? I'm going to include a speaking challenge. And this speaking challenge, so far, it's been the worst, by far, the worst ever content that I have created. Nobody touched the speaking challenge up to this date. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to offer some benefits for completing a special monthly speaking challenge. So for everybody who will complete the speaking challenge, and I know you're timid and you're shy and yeah, I don't know Romanian very well. Well, that's the whole point of having this. If you have this opportunity, you should take it. I mean, this is what we've been talking so far in this whole live stream. I want to encourage you to complete the speaking challenge because you will get some prizes and benefits. You'll get stuff like free counseling, Romanian counseling, and free classes from me. Yes, that's a thing. People who get the best grade in speaking challenge will get stuff like that. We will schedule it based on your needs and your time schedule, and you will get free and also course discounts and more. You might get even courses for free if you are doing really well in the speaking challenge. So there's what this thingy means, this yellow arrow thing. This means that it's been revamped, it's been retouched. So yeah, I'm gonna keep the speaking challenge open. If people want to do it, then do it. If not, it's completely fine as well. And what we are also going to get in the învățăcel level is the top kind of tier, the top of the pyramid in terms of the YouTube videos. So if so far you had a YouTube video, you had some free material, you had some paid material, you will also get a full revamp of this crash course. There is no more crash course anymore. Obviously, the ones that have been done already are still available under the respective tiers, but there's no more crash course anymore. This has been retouched into a grammar video class. So for anybody that has watched this YouTube video, has downloaded and maybe looked at it a bit, then try to do some exercises and still wants to do some practice with me, with exercises, live in a class on that specific topic on grammar, you will get a free class where you can attend as a group. And we will do that based on your availability. On Patreon, I will launch a poll to see whenever you're ready. Hopefully, it'll be a time when I can do as well, but we will see about that. And that's gonna be a change from $15 to $20 under învățăcel. And the way this is gonna work is, as I said, no change from. You'll be let known from Patreon from August, but probably will come into play from September. So at the moment you don't have to worry about this. You can still see, and if you like something else, that's fine. Now, what this philanthrop level is gonna be, which in terms of price, it also gets a boost. This philanthrop level is going to become just for those who want to be part of the community. They want to get involved in the community as well. And if you want to do that, you'll also get benefits, big benefits. You will get a Discord exclusive call. What this means is that you will have, you'll be like a shareholder. Imagine yourself like a shareholder in the Romanian Academy. You'll come there, you'll say, I want this, and we will discuss, and then we might even clarify some things. It is open to anything you want. All these calls that I will make exclusive for philanthrop level on Discord, they will be exclusive, obviously, for you, and they will be based on exactly what you ask me to do. And there will be a little preview of that. I want to make this free, like a showcase of this for free. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think it's gonna be not next week. No, it is gonna be. This is gonna be next Monday. So I'm gonna make this free to preview this Philanthrop level Discord exclusive call. Free to preview next Monday. So if you want to join this and have a word to say in the Romanian Academy, please come there. There's no right or wrong. Just do it. Then exclusive course discounts. If you're a Philanthrop, well, you pay and you get, right? So you'll get definitely bigger discounts than the usual ones on the courses. And yes, now we will have only one course, but when more will come, you'll get more discounts on that as well. You'll automatically be assigned a bigger discount than any other person. Promise. And prizes. You'll get even bigger prizes than what people get in the speaking challenge. So you actually will get probably like longer classes for free with me if I see you engaged. And also you'll get maybe some extra material that I haven't published anywhere, or you'll get material even earlier than it has been published, or it will be published for other people. So many benefits. It's all like this Philanthrop. It's purple, it's shiny, and it's for all of you who really want to be part of the community. Everything up to Învăță Cel is learning Romanian. Philanthrop is basically being part as a, I think, shareholder or stakeholder is a bit excessive, but I don't know. We will see. So that's Patreon. That's Patreon from August. Let me know if you have any questions about this. I'm happy to discuss it. If there's no question, also ask me on Patreon, or just drop a comment on the stream before after it's over. So let's move. Shall we move? Let's see the notes. Oh yeah, there is one thing that I forgot. So people who will join this Discord exclusive call, whoever is the most active in this call, the best shareholder in this call, will get a prize. Will get an actual prize, and it's a tangible prize. So whoever is the most engaged in this Discord exclusive call will get a 1 hour free class with me. So just so you know, tune in on Monday evening Romanian time for the Discord exclusive call that will be available from next month only for Philanthrop. I guess the last thing to do is talk about Discord itself. So yeah, here I said membership prices changes coming from September. That is the Învăță Cel and Philanthrop. Other than that, there's really all good to you, I think. I don't know. Most of those changes in terms of content, moving around, adding stuff, is just to make it, I suppose, more helpful for your learning language, to go more in depth, really. Because so far, like if you think about it, so far it's been very horizontal learning, like you learn many things, very little. But now I want to put an emphasis on learning things well as well, so vertically. So yeah. And finally, the last thing, the Discord community. So Discord community will not die. Discord community will hopefully still be what it is, which is something that I'm honestly very proud of. Very, very proud of. the engagement, the people there, really the amount of people there, the stories that I've heard, all these really good things were lovely, and I want to see that going on for as long as possible. And the way to do that is I'm gonna keep posting stories. I'm gonna keep uploading materials if I find it. I encourage you to publish materials. There will be challenges. I mean, as I said, there will be more and more challenges. Not only for the speaking challenge and all this philanthrope tier, but there will be every now and then Discord challenges as well, and prizes that come with it, of course, because I try my best to be reasonable, so everybody can get a hand on them. Then feedback, then stories. I guess feedback, what I mean by feedback is I would like as much feedback from you as possible on Discord. And yes, there are going to be 2 calls on Discord at least, so the community calls. By the way, if this is unclear, so the community calls will be for everyone. There will be a speaking channel available for everyone, but there will also be a Discord exclusive call. So only the people who are in Philanthrop tier, they will get an exclusive admin right not admin, but they will get an exclusive right to get into that speaking challenge that is specifically for this. But this community call, it will be for everyone. And honestly, God knows what we're going to talk about. I do not know, and I do not care. But one thing that is going to be so much cooler, thank goodness, than live streams on YouTube is that on these community calls and on these Discord exclusive calls, you can talk. And I am so excited about that. So nice. I'm honestly in the 7th heaven to hear you talking as well and hear what you want to say rather than reading a chat. Anyways, coming back here, we will have these calls that I just board of Philanthrop. Jesus, I really wrote that. That's a bit embarrassing, I have to say. Oh my god, I actually wrote board of Philanthrop. Yeah, okay, well, let's call it that. If we have a tier on Patreon called Boss, then I guess we can call the board of Philanthropy on Discord and the community calls. Yeah, so yeah, not much will change on Discord in bad, only for the better. So, and also, yeah, like one thing that I want to make clear here, the board of Philanthrop, they kind of those people will have a word to say in the way we move forward. Like people who care enough about the Romanian Academy that will pay that money will also have a word to say in and I will really I want to engage into conversations with them. I wanna talk about how we can make this a better place. I just sounded like a visionary weirdo. Anyways, so that's Discord. This was Patreon. And this was YouTube. What I can tell you, okay? Spoiler alert. Only thing I can tell you right now, because I have the very clear schedule written on a piece of paper here. There's also in other more technological places, but this is the first place I wrote it. So the things that I want to spoil for you is that on Monday we will have a Philanthrop call. Honestly, no clue at what time. No idea. But there will be a call in Philanthrop. Yes, I do want to hear responses from you. So that's why many things will move to Discord. Yay! I don't even know, like, out of all these, I don't even know if any stream at all from here will be on YouTube. I still have to decide about the Q&A. I'm not sure about that. There might be some benefits in keeping it on YouTube, but any other one, like the grammar video classes, the Discord, this call, this community calls. Everything will be on Discord, and I don't think I will even bother recording them. So much pressure on YouTube, Jesus. So yeah, on Monday we'll have a Philanthrop level call on Discord. That's actually going to be for everyone that's on Discord. So if you haven't yet joined the Discord community, please do now. You can find the link for the invite on the free tier Patreon membership. That's not really a membership, it's just like a free member thing. And next weekend we will release the first video from the new batch. Yep. So a nice new batch of videos are gonna start over next weekend. I'm really, you know what, guys? I'm really excited that you are as excited as me about the Discord. I think language shouldn't be on YouTube. You know what? I just realized now. I think having this kind of language community shouldn't be on YouTube. And this kind of proves the statistics that you guys are actually not that interested in live streams anymore, which is completely fine. Mind blown. What can I say? Well, who knows? Maybe this will be the last ever live stream. Who knows? Right. So what else? Q&A. Jesus Christ, what's wrong with this? Yeah, Q and an A. Do you have any questions, guys? I'm gonna hang out around here for a few more minutes. Please let me know if anything at all. I am here to answer the questions. Oh, look at that. Corvinu Hunedoara. Probably you don't know football. But Corvinu Hunedoara, which is a team from the second league of Romania, which is playing in European Cups, are actually leading a first tier Kazakh team, which is insane. Anyways, probably that doesn't mean anything to you. Please tell me. Tell me if you have any questions. Any questions at all about the course. Again, for the course, please join the mailing list. It's on can I find it? There we go. Please join this. Join now. Put your name here. Blah 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 at blah 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 at blah blah blah.com. You see, this becomes of a nicer blue. You can actually press it. I'm not gonna press it. And then you also have this on the main page. Scroll here. Bam. There you go. Crazy. So do that. Join the waiting list. In terms of YouTube, as I said, first video coming next weekend, I said? Right, yeah. I think I said weekend. I don't want to have the wrong things. And then videos are better. Patreon is more focused. Discord is more, hopefully more of a community, apart from this horrible board of philanthropy. Sorry, guys. And I guess that's it. If nobody has any questions, I might go and watch some football. Ok, well, mulțumesc tuturor. Nu cred că am vorbit niciodată în română până acum în streamurile astea. Dacă mă înțelegeți bine, dacă nu mă înțelegeți, la fel de bine. Vă mulțumesc și vă urez o seară cât mai plăcută, o dimineață cât mai plăcută, o zi cât mai plăcută și ne vedem pe Discord și pe YouTube și pe Patreon și pe toate cele. Mulțumesc mult! O seară